All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome once again to El Toro Dice Club. We had some pretty good success the other day, or actually just yesterday. What am I talking about? Couple days we've had good success. We did the last week was good, and yesterday we did the same betting strategy. We just jumped it up to $1,000 bankroll. So we bought in with 1,000, two $500 chips each. And we ended up earning $1,000. So we're at our table today with $2,000. This is kind of like what you would do if you actually went to the casino. You'd win, you go have dinner, blah, blah, blah. You come back the next day and here we go. So we're gonna try our same strategy that we did yesterday. Same betting, same everything. Quick shout out to my subscribers. People made some comments. Appreciate everything. This was the dice set actually that I was using, Nick, so that you know. It was a standard 3632, probably just a basic set, nothing advanced. It's so that I can tell you guys, it's not so much the dice setting that's important, and this is what I go over when we do our classes, but it's not so much the dice set that's important. It's the grip, the throw, the angle, the pitch, the roll. Everything that you do is here. This is where the magic happens. It's not the dice. No matter what you do with these dice, they're going to come out differently every time you throw them. I can do the exact same set and drop the exact same way, and I'm going to get a different result. So it's not the dice, and it's really not your dice setting. It's more your mechanics, how you throw the dice, the mechanics of where you're releasing the dice, how you're pitching the dice, where you're setting the dice, and where they're landing on your table in relation to your backboard, whether you're going to be the shooter that shoots it within the 8 inches of the back, or your I don't know if you want to call it diamond padding or alligator padding. You can be 8 to 9 inches away from that if you're that type of shooter, or you can be like me. I land somewhere out here in the middle of the table, and I let them get some action. I want them to roll a little bit, so that whenever they're done getting jumbled up a little bit, they're rolling in the direction now for just a second before they hit that back wall and flip over. So everybody has their own method, everybody has their own system. So anyway, we're not doing dice control today, we're not doing dice stuff today, we're still working on our betting plan. So that's our betting plan. We're gonna go ahead and get this upstairs here, up in our chip rack. And again, this is our original buy-in right here. And we're up chips, so let's see if we can have the same amount of luck today that we did yesterday, and see how it works out for us. Just like yesterday, we're going to play the all tall small. We didn't even hit them. We didn't hit it yesterday at all. So I hope today that we do. That would be a nice payout. It's also be nice to show you all, hey, it can be done. So we're going to play a quarter, 10, 5, 10. That's a quarter. And again, we're playing $25 chips on our pass line. And we are going to be marking all our points with my dice. And marking how many times we roll each number. And it's nothing you can do at the casino, but what I do, the reason I do that is so that I know over time what are my core numbers. As you guys saw yesterday, it's kind of uncanny how I called what I was going to throw 2 times. I knew I was going to throw the 5, and it happened. I also knew I was going to throw that 10, and of course it happened. So dice are out. Here we go. We're setting our point right off the bat. We're going to be at 8, and it's going to be a hard 8. So on our hard 8, even numbers 4, 6, 8, and 10, we're going to play $10 on the hard 8 with hopes that it comes back again. we're going to go ahead and do today. This is the first time I've picked up these dice, so I don't know what is going to happen. But we're going to go ahead and buy our 4. We're going to buy the 10. Today we're going to put $100 on the 9. We're going to do a quarter on the 5 and the 6, or $30 6, and then we're going to be playing $30 odds behind the 8. There's my 6. I need 5s. Right there. There we go. All right, so that's our setup, guys. Now, we're not pressing anything until what, guys? Until what? What was the rule? Yeah, that's right. We don't press anything until we hit that 9. We want to start collecting all of our bets. So, for example, if I hit a 5 right here, I'm going to pick up my $35. And that's going to go up in my chip rack. It makes it that much faster in advancing my bankroll. Same thing on the 6. 30 pays 35, and this is going to go up to our chip rack. We're going to collect them one roll at a time. So what's the magic? Well, there is no magic. It's just the betting plan, how we bet. Now, again, so I got paid 1 chip already. I've got 3 more greens, plus the one on my pass line, plus the one that is covering my all tall smalls. About 5 of them. So I have to basically I've got to pick up money from there. And it's not going to work that way, is it, guys? But that's what happens. Again, I'm not doing any kind of sharpshooter holding or throwing. I'm just literally picking up these dice, setting them, and just shooting and just sending them down the path. I'm gonna put out all my secrets there. But we're gonna play pretty decent. Okay, so there's our first loss. And this is how it happens, right? We lose once, we start all over again. Okay? And you gotta be prepared for that. You play in this big league right here, you gotta be prepared to lose as well. It's not always fun in games, it's not always winning. But if you prepare for it, it can be a fun game. And you can make a lot of money while you're doing it too. Again, my biggest thing is practice, 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 practice. You know, anybody who's worth the darning as far as, shooting dice or playing this game, they practice. They practice all the time. All the time. Okay, this is a come out roll 7. So I win on my pass line, I lose up there. That is a wash. Up for down, up for down. So it didn't help me, didn't hurt me. But I'd much rather get that 7 out now, get it out early. All right, here we go, dice out. Not liking the way that these dice are hitting them. The sound of them is off. It doesn't sound right to me. So that you guys know, my table is a bouncy table. It just has wood underneath. The final surface is wood, and there's a hollow base. So I don't have the slate base underneath this table. They didn't have, or the quartz. I was actually going to put quartz underneath it. They didn't have it. So I wanted to go ahead and get the table here early. So I thought, just told them, just do some wood, put wood underneath it, and then we'll be good. All right, 9 is my point. I'm going to go ahead and put $100 on the 5. Standard 6 and 8, and 35 behind. So I need 2 chips right here. And here we go. Dice are out. Oh, darn it. Sorry guys, I keep bumping the table. I haven't got it set up or stabilized yet. I'm not sure what I did. I was setting up the camera and setting up this Gorilla tripod thing that grips around the table, but I haven't really solidified it yet where it doesn't shake. For some reason, when I lean on the table and I throw it, it tends to shake this thing back and forth. All right, that was a quick hit, 549, but nonetheless, it's still a winner. That number still pays. It pays back here behind the line. Well, past line bet, plus what's behind the line, right? Okay, here we go. Time to establish a new point. We're on a roll. Knocked one out and shot. At least we didn't lose, right? Kind of a quick hit, but we didn't lose. We are, however, we're into our bankroll a little bit, or into that $1,000 winnings, which I don't like. I like to see us collecting instead of losing. I prefer that. But that's the way this game is played. We're going to have some up days and down days. That's a 2-1-3. It's going to cost me $25 for my pass line bet. Re-up it right here. Okay. Why? Because bets are off. So extremes, except for that 11, cost us money. If we're going to get extremes, we want to get the extremes while that puck is turned on. All right, here we go. Dice out. Alright, so I'm going to be relighting the 9. Relight that 9, they say. Relight it, 63. So I don't have to do any kind of bet rearrangements. I'm going to leave that $500 on the 5. I feel the 5 coming. And then play again, 35 behind the line. Okay. Dice out. Here we go. Little weird bouncing going on here. That's a 426. Okay, we have not hit that 5 yet, so this is going to go to the chip rack. Again, anything we can do to help recoup our money that's on the table, the better. So remember, we've already got about $300 in the negative that we've got to make up right off the bat. So this particular throw sequence has to be successful. This has to be successful for us today. Because if we lose 2 or 3 of these, I'm pretty much going to call it a day. You got to learn that too, guys. If you're having a bad day, you're having a bad day. Not every day is going to be great. Even for a sharpshooter like myself and a couple of others, when you have a bad day, you got to know, hey, dude, I'm getting a bad day, and this is the second round in a row where it has been unsuccessful. And I'm losing. I'm kicking my own ass. I'm kicking my own tail. It's not going to work that way, right? You can't make money if you're beating yourself up. It just doesn't happen. Here we go. Sorry, grabbed the wrong chips. There we go. 2 for $1. Look at that. That helps make up the difference. Okay, that goes back up. But you got to know when you're having a good day, when you're having a bad day. You know, like I said, you can practice and practice and practice, and you're still going to have a bad day. No one's perfect with these dice. No one is perfect. No one's going to have 100% perfect days from them. So, know when to quit, and quit while you're ahead. Come back another day, because guess what? The casino is always, always, always open. I have yet to see one, that shuts its doors down and says, "Oh, closing time. We got to take off for a few hours." Doesn't happen like that. These guys are on all the time. And, where else can you go and have an opportunity to earn money 24 hours a day? Even in the stock market you can do it, but I can tell you, I'll show from day trading, you can trade at night, but there's not a whole lot of people buying or selling, so it's a very, very slow process, meaning that if you don't have enough buyers or sellers, you're not going to get a whole lot done that night. But I know one thing, as long as you're rolling dice at a casino table, and a casino table is open, they will pay you. It doesn't matter. There we go. That's a come out 7. So once again, we're having to restart all over, or all tall smalls. once again. There we go. It's gonna cost me $25. Up or down, right? Up or down. I won on the pass line, I lost up the top bet. That's why I have these two bets equal. That's why I match them. You know, and then if I throw one of the extremes, a 2, 3, 11, or a 12, that throw cost me $25. All right, now we're throwing the 5. There we go. Now we throw the 5. So like I told you guys, I'm not a, I don't really talk during my casino outings. I'm gonna take that $100 and move it to the 9 since I've hit it probably 5 times, so I should hit that pretty quick. But I don't talk much at all when I'm at the casino. I stay focused on what my job is, and what my task, what I came up there to do. I always go up to the casino to double my bankroll. That's my goal. When I start seeing a downward trend, I stop. Because I already know it's going in the wrong direction. There we go, 5, 5, 10. Oh, I've got to pay myself. Jeez. Dang it, guys. 2 for 1. There we go. Again, we're not gonna press anything until that 9 hits. Once we recoup this $140 and we can bring that up, then we can start pressing. That's when I know that our bankroll is going to start climbing, because I'm going to start seeing a much larger amount of green chips and red chips. There we go. 3, 2, 5. Oops, that may have gone out of camera. There we go. 3, 2, 5. I apologize for the glare. I've got some lights going on. I finally grabbed some lights. It was just a little too dark in here in my house. I don't have the lighting in this particular area, but then again, you know, the table itself is 12 feet on the inside, 14 feet long across the outside. There is not too many places you can put a full-size crap table, I can tell you that. And for those of you thinking about buying one, great investment. Greatest investment you can possibly get. If you're married, you better check with a spouse. They usually have more plans for that space than you know. You know, you can start clearing it out and everything, and then you'll raise her eyebrow and she'll say, "Hey, what exactly are you doing with this space?" That's when you kind of test her. Tell me you got plans on getting a craps table brought in, and it's 14 feet long and it's ugly as can be. Let's see how good of a salesman you are at that point. All right, that was a ace deuce extreme throw with the puck being off. It cost me $25 to continue. However, I did need that. I needed 3 up there for my all smalls. I did need that. Now, typically what I do, so that you guys know, playing the $25 table, once I hit an extreme, I put $10 in the field, because 9 times out of 10 they will come back to back. I just don't know if they will or they won't. They're dice, right? They're random. If it does, great. If it doesn't, okay. You know, you lost $10, but it's always worth checking it out and seeing what you can do. All right, there's an 8, guys. Another good one for our all tall. We're going to lose that bet, but we're going to get paid right here. Because we still haven't hit the 9, this is going to go up into our chip rack. Yeah, I know, guys, my program is, it seems kind of like, well, you know, you should be pressing. Well, you're right, you should be, but that's not my plan. This particular plan that I know is successful and it works, it keeps me from losing money. It keeps you from losing more money. Because think about this. You press, and you press, and what happens? It means the money stays on the table. It's just gone up here. It's collected here. It didn't go anywhere. Oh shoot, what did I do? Oh, you know what? Huh. I know what I just did wrong. Damn. That's what I paid myself. Sorry, see what I mean? That was a come out roll. Yeah, it's 3 the 8 deuce, cost myself a quarter, then I threw the 8, paid myself for the 8. That's my point. This should have gone to the 5, like this. Oh, this goes back up to me. Okay, now I just hit the 8. So that goes off, and I get paid my pass line. Geez, I didn't even clear up my back bed. Okay, now we're back to even again. All right, off. Gee whiz. Sorry, y'all. It's my mistake. See, there's what happens when you have to do this narration thing. That's how you know this is live and it's not staged. I am not a professional dealer, never have claimed to be or will be. I am a professional craps player. That's what I do. I play craps professionally. So here we go. Sorry. You know, when you're doing this video thing, you really don't pay too much attention. And when I'm here practicing by myself, to be honest with you, I'm just practicing more how I'm going to throw, my roll, again, my mechanics. I'm making sure I'm throwing them correctly, making sure I'm studying where my dice are landing, how they're landing. You know, that's why I said it didn't have the right sound a minute ago to me. I listened to how my dice sound on the table. You know, I want to know that it's actually cracking. You know, and you'll hear it. It's a unique sound. It's a cracking sound. All right, this is going to be a 628, points 8 again. We're going to go ahead and put up $10 for a hard 8. We're going to do 30 odds behind. And we're going to continue to pull our bet until what? Yes, correct. We hit the 9. Until we hit the 9, a 63, 54. Till we get that, we cannot press. I know it sounds boring. I know it sounds like it'll never work, but I can tell you, follow me, follow me, follow me. Slow and steady wins the race, guys. You don't have to be greedy. You don't have to pile them all up real quick. That's our point, by the way. We hit that pretty fast. But anyway, like I said, I gamble professionally. I don't gamble loosely. Oh yeah, hard 8 too. Shoot, yeah. You kidding me? Let's take that. That is 90. That's 9 for 10, so that's 90. We're going to take 100 for 10. We'll give him $10 like that. I'm going to take this up. Pass line goes back. All right, so like I said, I gamble professionally, and I treat this like a business. Some of you don't. Some of you just go up there to the casino loosey-goosey on the hopes that you're going to win. That hope plan is what builds new wings on casinos by the thousands. That hope plan is what pays for all of my comps. So thank you so much for those of you who go up on a hope plan. Hard ways are off for me. I'm not calling them on. Mine are off. I don't like them on a timeout roll. So anyway, yeah, for those of you who don't treat it like a business and you just show up to throw 2 dice and do nothing other than just throw them, thank you so much. It's your money that's paying all those casino comps. It's not the casino money. They don't lose. If you have only one guy like me on the table that treats it like a business and plays professionally, but the rest of you are throwing your money away, the money they're giving me is just yours. On a 4 and 10, guys, we're going to play 2 times odds. Okay, we're going to go to 50. That way, when we do hit it, it's going to pay us the 100, yeah? That's another way to pick up that extra $100 that we lost. Okay, now our hard ways are on. We've got that hard 8. We're going to go ahead and move it to the hard 10. I'm sorry. That goes here. Again, I always choose the number that my point is on to go hard, to put them on the hard ways, as long as it's on those even numbers. And that's what I do. Even if I throw a hard 8 right now, I don't care about what I lost. I look at, did I work my plan, and did I bet my plan, and was I true to my plan? That's what I look at. if I cry over spilt milk, nothing's ever gonna happen, right? Still haven't hit that 9. However, I have hit this 8 5 times now. So part of me is saying, maybe I should be considering moving that $100 to the 6 or the 8, or actually in this case the 8. I should be considering moving that if I don't hit it here in the next couple throws. And I'm gonna have to put down $20 on top. So I can do a $120 rate to pay $140. There's a hard 6. That's our first 6, I believe, of the day. There we go. So I'm seriously considering making a move. And this is what you have to be smart about what you're doing, right? Because if you don't watch the game and you don't pay attention to what's happening out here, that number is going to be out there for a while. These are things I think about when I'm not narrating a video, when I'm sitting here watching the table, I'm studying it. I'm wanting to make sure, is my money out there, is it not out there? What am I doing with it? You know what I mean? What am I doing with the monies? There we go, there's a 617. Again, hard to focus, guys. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at my clock. We're gonna see how long this video's been going. We're kind of up and down, up and down, up and down. I don't really see much gain. I don't see much loss yet. And I'm gauging that based on what I see on my chip rack. That's a hard lesson, right? I should have been thinking about moving that 9 to the 6 or 8 much sooner instead of later. In this case, we lost. What did we lose? Shit. 300, 320, 325. That's a hard loss. I don't care what stage of the game you're in. I don't like losing very much. But it is what it is. Okay, let me check the time on the video, see how much we've got. Oh, it's only been 27 minutes. Seems like forever and a day. Okay, this should be our last one. We're gonna do a 10, 5, 10 again. And we're gonna start on the pass line. I think you guys have got the idea for how this works, so I don't know that I need to do much narration. But if you've got questions, post them. I promise you I will answer them. You know, sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get to everything. Especially for me, since I'm new to this YouTube community, I'm new to doing this whole thing. They don't just pop up all the time. That's one of those throws, like I said, that cost me $25 to pick up my hand and throw those dice. But we needed it. We needed it for our all smalls. That is what's called an extreme. Those are the extremes. The extremes on a no craps or craps no more table, or don't craps, or whatever you want to call those tables. I don't know what they call them, but there's one called a craps no more table. They pay really good as points. You can set them. The tables are longer, usually 14 feet long on the inside, 16 on the outside, on the standard one. They will have some that are in the 12-foot section table, a little bit more compact, a little bit more compressed. All right, here we go. Dice are out, or no they're not. I got a bet. I gotta put my bets down. Okay, we're gonna pay 30 behind. We're gonna do a hard 8. I think we're gonna hit that again. Again, we're gonna be buying the 4. We're gonna be buying our 10. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and do the 6. Damn. It's a lot of money out there, guys. It's a lot of money out there. We need to recoup something. Got more out than what I had. Probably about down half our bankroll right now, half of our winnings. Remember, it's not our bankroll right now. We're down half of our winnings from yesterday. That's the way gambling works. You take it and you give it away. But you gotta be smart. Do your best to make it. Take full advantage of every opportunity, every roll. That's a 4. 2 for 1. Yes, I will take that. Again, I'm behind on money up here, so I want to collect as many times as I can, because you never know. You never know. All right, here we go. Dice out. Oh, love that too. Opposite side again. So in 2 rolls right there, so that you guys know, in 2 rolls, 2 throws, we've earned $100. Now, of that $100, we're just recouping the 9 that we lost. That's just the 9 we lost on the previous roll. You guys are scrolling, if you're following along or you're keeping tight notes or scrolling back and forth in the video, you'll know what I'm talking about. So right now we still haven't even touched the amount of money we've got up on our table yet. Still haven't touched it. Back to back. Yep, I know. Had we pressed it 25, we would have had $100. I know. Again, it's not the plan. I've been just very successful in just working my plan. Again, the words I say all the time, and they're not my words, they're just words to live by. Slow and steady wins the race, guys. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't be in such a hurry. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay, that's a 5, 4, 9. Yeah, now I would have made that $120 or $140. That's okay. I got a 6 coming right now. Got a 6 coming right now. There we go. Yes, I know. That's the 3rd 10 I've hit. Yep, I'm counting it. I'm counting it over here with my dice. I'm watching. I'm watching. Yep, that probably would have been a $100 payout. Yes, I know. That's okay. Like I said, slow and steady is going to win the race. You guys will see after a while. You'll see. You'll see. Again, even high rollers and people that bet a lot of money sometimes get foolish with their money. There's no need to be foolish with your money. There's no need for it. There's no need for that. It's a 3, 2, 5. Slow and steady wins the race, guys. Slow and steady. You don't need to jump all the way out there. You don't need to get out there and rush. You don't need to put hundreds on everything just because you got it. Take it and just, what do they call that? I'm trying to remember what I'm going to say. Dadgummit, I forgot what the word is. It'll come to me in a minute. It's 'cause I don't use it all the time. Not ration. You want to, hell, I forgot what they call it. Anyway, don't blow all your money at once. That's what I'm trying to tell you in a short few words. Don't just blow all your money at once. All right, it's going to cost me $10 to get that 100 on my table for the 9, or for the hard 8. That's a hard 8. Now it's bothering me. I don't know the damn word that I'm looking for. All right, here we go. We've got another 8. Okay, here we go, guys. Well, we're moving slowly. We're moving slowly, but we're getting in the right direction. Slowly, but in the right direction. All right, here we go. Dice out. That's horrible. That is a 4-3-7. So we lose this up here again. Man, we were so close. Geez, we were so close. We were real close, actually. So that is a 7 when the puck is off. I win my pass line. I lose my all tall smalls. So those get reset. It's been 36 minutes, guys. This will be our last throw right here. So this will be our last attempt to try to press to black. I'm going to go a little quicker. That way we can hopefully at least get one of these pressed up. All right, 5-1-6. That's going to be our point. We're going to move this heavy 6 to the 8. We're just going to slide it over. The two bets that are going to have the highest odds of landing is the 6 and 8, obviously. We're going to take that hard 8, we're going to move to the hard 6. Okay. And we should be able to hit this 6 right here, which will help us. It'll help us get back, caught up. Maybe not back on top, but caught up at least. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was a terrible throw. Terrible, terrible, terrible throw. This is what happens when you get out of control. That was a 5-2-7. Like I said, that was our last roll of the day. I want to cut the video short just because they're really long lately. I just needed to shorten these down a bit. Yeah, gum, that's a lot that was out there. We didn't recoup anything. That was a big hit, negative hit. $250, $260, $275 again. Almost another $300. All right, so that is going to be the end of our dice rolling session. We're not going to go any further. What we are going to do is show you what we got. Unfortunately, unlike yesterday, we got very short stacks. We don't have tall stacks today. We got some short stacks. But either way, we're still going to count what we got because I owe it to you guys as my viewers. The real deal. Real and ugly, or real and pretty, either way. It's not always roses, right? So we got 25, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 25, 50, 75. No, that's not all the money we got. Remember, we had a whole stack of these, plus we have our original $1,000 buy-in. So what we got right here is our profits that we've been playing with from yesterday. Get out of line, it's done. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 500. And 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another 500. Okay. So there's our 500s. 1 and 2. All right, so here's our recap. We got the $1,000 that we bought in yesterday, our $1,000 profit from our last session from yesterday, and this is all of our profits from today. This is, it's still a win, but I would call it a pathetic win. It was terrible. We had a bad run. We had really a bad run. So that gives us basically profit for today, $75, $85, $92. So in 40 minutes, basically 45 minutes, we made 92 bucks. Not bad. The good news is we didn't lose our initial buy-in bet, and we didn't lose our profit that we have. So this is going to be our bankroll for tomorrow's session. Right there. That's going to be our tomorrow's session bankroll. So I'm going to put this up in my chip rack. We're going to start with this tomorrow. I'm going to color it up a little bit because I'm going to need some reds and greens. This concludes day 2 of my betting plan or the betting strategy, just with $1,000 chips. Again, I appreciate you guys watching. If it's your first time watching, thank you so much. Like and subscribe to the channel. That way you can get some notifications about, hey, every time a new video pops up or something new that happens. There is a little bell that they said you need to click on. So you click on the bell, that's good. You click on the bell. That'll give you the notification immediately up to your phone or to your computer that says, hey, El Toro just put a new video out, a new piece, take a look. So again, we're putting my El Toro plan to the test. We put it to the test with $200. Now we're putting it to the test with $1,000. So let's see what happens by the end of the week. Guys, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.